Man, what is good, YouTube? I decided to make an 8-man bracket of the best finishers in each division. Also, last time, to make it a little bit better because there was a lot of decisions, I put the damage on 30%, but I decided to drop it to 20%. And I also put the striking frequency at 20%, but they still go to the ground anyway. And also, I was going off the stats, like percentage of wins that are finishes instead of going off my opinion. Like, O'Malley barely beat Vera by like 0.2. And anyways, let's take a look at the bracket. I was going the highest weight to the lowest weight, and then I just kept going from there. And I might change it up in future videos. I might just go random, because I don't want to have the same matchups every video. But anyways, let's get straight into it. Alright, in the first fight of the tournament, we got the heavyweight Tom Aspinall taking on flyweight Alexandre Pantoja. Both fighters, they started off the fight trading shots. Pantoja goes for an overhand. Aspinall sits him down with an uppercut. But Aspinall, he wants this fight on the ground, so he goes ahead. He goes to stat guard. He starts letting some strikes go. Pantoja survives, but Aspinall uses that opportunity to go to side control. And after this fight hit the ground, there wasn't a lot happening. Pantoja, he did end up reversing position after 3 minutes into the round. And then like 20 seconds after that, Tom Aspinall, he locks in a guillotine. He tries to go for it, but instead he tries to reverse position. Pantoja doesn't let him, and he ends the round on top. Aspinall, he starts round 2 hot. He drops Pantoja. He keeps up the pressure. Pantoja does survive, but he goes for a leg kick and gets sat down by a huge overhand. Aspinall, just like last round, he followed him to the ground, but also like last round, not much happening on the ground. After 3 minutes in, Aspinall does go for an arm triangle where he tries to lock it in, but Pantoja, he escapes and takes his back. But Pantoja, he was getting control for 3 minutes of the round, so he just lets him up. But Tom Aspinall, he moves out the way, hits him with a big knee, sits him down, and then he goes for a huge elbow combination to end off round 2, but doesn't get much out of it. That brings us to round 3. They start off, they're trading shots just like they were each other round, but Tom Aspinall, this time, he was not rocking him. But instead of sitting him down to go to the ground, he shoots a takedown, takes Pantoja down. He tries to go to top mount, doesn't get anything there. Pantoja, he ends up giving up his back. Tom Aspinall, he's letting some shots go. He puts him down, got his back flat, and then he starts to let some more shots go. Pantoja survives, he gets up again, but he's still eating shots, but he does survive and ends up getting the half guard. And Pantoja's really needed something with like 2 minutes left in the third round. He sweeps Tom Aspinall, he gets him in the crucifix. This is exactly where he wants him. He does not let him escape. He starts letting some shots go. And after beating him up and doing a lot of damage to Tom Aspinall and crucifix, he ends up posturing up, trying to let some shots go. Then the cameraman messes up the angle. I don't know what he's doing. Tom Aspinall tries to escape. He doesn't let him. Pantoja, he goes for the desperate arm triangle finish where he's really going to need it. There's like 20 seconds left in the round. He goes for it. He went for the desperate finish. Didn't get it. Tom Aspinall, he reverses position, keeps him there for the rest of the round, and gets a unanimous decision win. Alright, in the next fight in the tournament, we got middleweight Driis du Plessis taking on featherweight Ilia Toria. They both started out the fight. They were trading some shots, but Ilia, he was getting the better of it. He was piecing up Driis, and then he ends up ducking his head into an uppercut that sits him down. Driis, he didn't want to finish off his coach anymore. Instead, he finishes off the wannabe Connor. Alright, now in the next fight, we got Alex Pereira taking on Shan O'Malley. Pereira wastes no time, lands a huge uppercut. He rocks O'Malley, got him on the back foot, but O'Malley does return pretty good with a spinning side kick to the face. It seems like this tournament's turned to Uppercut City because Alex Pereira, once again, jab, uppercut, sits down O'Malley. And O'Malley, he did not learn from his mistakes. He just tries to walk down Pereira again. He ends up getting sat down by a huge right hook. Pereira goes in for the finish. He has O'Malley hurt bad, and he tries to go in. O'Malley blocks a few shots, and then Pereira just lets him up. Pereira, he lands a nasty 2-hook combination to the body. O'Malley, he needed to switch things up. He ends up landing a huge overhand with a wheel kick right behind it. Starts to let some shots go, and then this happens. Alright, in the last fight in the first round, we got Shavkat Rakhmonov taking on Charles Olivera. Shavkat starts out round 1 with a left high kick that rocks Charles Olivera. Olivera goes for a 2-1 leg kick. Shavkat goes for a Superman punch, gets out of the way of the hook, lands an uppercut, straight right, an elbow, and a knee that rocks Charles Olivera. Shavkat, he attempts to spin an elbow. Charles Olivera shoots. He gets his back, tries to take him down, then knees his leg for about 30 seconds, and then they finally break apart. Bronx, he throws a spinning elbow right back. Shavkat, he goes for a spinning wheel kick. Charles Olivera, he takes his back, but doesn't get anything out of it. And Charles Bronx. And that brings us to the next round. Heavyweight Tom Aspinall taking on middleweight Driis du Plessis. Driis goes for a body shot. Tom catches him with a huge right hook that rocks him, has him going backwards. He keeps up the pressure. Tom Aspinall, he feints a takedown into a front kick that rocks DDP. He keeps up the pressure. DDP rocks him back with a huge overhand. DDP was keeping up the pressure. Aspinall didn't want this fight on the feet no longer. He shoots a double leg, gets Driis to the ground. But DDP is not too bad on the ground either. He goes ahead. He locks in a nice dart choke on Tom Aspinall. But Tom Aspinall, he gets out of it. He gets the top mount. Aspinall, he wastes no time. He tries to get his own submission. He tries to lock in a Kimura. But DDP, he's able to get out of it and then gets into full guard. But Tom Aspinall, he was looking better on the ground. He got into top mount. He postured up. He was letting some strikes go. Driis was surviving, but he was getting rocked. His block was getting down. Tom Aspinall was making him pay. Lands a huge elbow. Then Tom Aspinall, instead of keeping the position and letting more shots go, he tries to go in for a triangle. Tries to lock it in. DDP denies it, and then he tries to reverse position. DDP doesn't let him. He gets into side control. Then he ends up putting Tom Aspinall into a crucifix where he starts letting some shots go. Aspinall, he does slide out of it, but Driis kept out the pressure, and that was the end of the road for Aspinall. Alright, in this next one, we got two of my favorite fighters facing off. We got Alex Pereira taking on Charles "Do Bronx" Olivera. Olivera starts out nice with a front kick straight right into a spinning back fist that rocks Alex Pereira, but he stays up. Pereira whiffs a kick. Charles Olivera tries to take him down. He tries to take his back. Pereira slides out of it, lands a nice switch kick to the body that rocks Charles. Ponton's going to walk him down. He tries to let some shots go with a nice combo and a spinning elbow. Do Bronx shoots a bad takedown. Ponton hits him with a nice sectioner calf kick. Do Bronx, he misses a spin kick. Ponton tries to go in. Charles catches Pereira with a left hook. Olivera, he misses a jumping switch kick. And then Ponton knocks him down with a lead flying knee that sits him down bad. Do Bronx was having enough of the stand-up. He shoots a double leg, gets Alex Pereira to the ground. Charles Olivera tried to put his submission skills to the test. He attempts an arm triangle. Alex Pereira, he slides out of it, and the hands up actually taking Charles Olivera's back. But Charles Olivera was not going to let that happen. He slides the half guard. He goes ahead. He postures up. He takes Alex Pereira's back. And then about 30 seconds later, Alex Pereira, he kicks off Charles Olivera. Charles Olivera comes out swinging. But Ponton hits him with a nice right hook, left hook, rocks Charles Olivera. He keeps up the pressure. That's the end of round one. Start of round two. They start off with a glove touch. Ponton gets right back where he started. Right hook, left hook. Rocks Charles Olivera. He's going to keep out the pressure. He fakes a body shot. Charles shoots a takedown. Ponton stuffs it. Starts letting some shots go. Pereira knocks him down. Do Bronx stands right back up just to get sat down again by a right hook. Gets up again. Shoots a double leg just how he should. Gets him to the ground. Charles Olivera, he knows he has the advantage on the ground. He gets the north-south. He slides in a darts choke. Alex Pereira does survive though because Charles Olivera does not commit to it. Instead, he goes ahead, takes his back, gets his back flat. He knows that he might need a finish, so he got his back flat. He's letting some strikes go. He has Alex Pereira in some real danger. But Alex Pereira, he does survive. He gets stuck in the top mount though. Charles Olivera goes for a desperate triangle attempt. Ponton, he survives the triangle just to get swept into the top mount. But he was able to survive. He pushes Charles Olivera off, gets this fight right back to the feet where he wants it. Ponton, he was landing some good shots. He was getting the better of Charles on the feet, so Charles clinches up. He starts landing some clinches, knees, pushes him up to the fence. Pereira, he gets out of that. He goes for a front kick, straight into a spinning side kick, gets nothing out of that. And Ponton, he lands that nasty left hook, sits down Charles. Charles throwing desperate overhands, but you can't stand on the feet for too long with Alex Pereira, or he's going to make you pay for it. Now for the finals matchup, we got the middleweight best finisher, Driis du Plessis, taking on the light heavyweight best finisher, Alex Pereira. I guess I could have had someone else for light heavyweight because Pereira is only 1-1 for light heavyweight finishes. But anyways, that shit don't matter. We're in round one, final matchup. Pereira does a good job at keeping some range. But DDP, he was letting that pressure go. He was throwing Superman punches, hooks. He was ducking out of the way of shots. He was not getting hit. Ponton, he misses his double hook. DDP comes back with his own double hook, lets some shots go, body kick right behind it. Ponton, he was like throwing strikes, but they weren't even close. So Driis, he took advantage of that. He shoots a double leg, gets him to the ground. He's let some strikes go on Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira survives. He tries to get up. Driis doesn't let him. Driis, he goes ahead, slides into the top mount, and he just ruins everyone's day and does this. I don't know how he does it, But he ends up getting the win. Driis du Plessis, he was not looking that great through the tournament, but he always found a way to get a finish. And then for the final fight against Alex Pereira, everything he was doing was great. He was staying out of the way of shots. He was landing big shots, and then he ended up taking down Alex Pereira, got him to the ground and pound finish to win the whole thing. All right, there you have it for the best finishers in East Division, the middleweight champion. Driis du Plessis finishes his way through the tournament, all round 1 finishes, and wins the best finisher in the UFC, pounding out every single person in round 1, including his coach.